In the battle to turn skyscrapers green, where better to start than with one of the nation's greatest icons? The Empire State Building was the tallest building in the world for more than 40 years, until the World Trade Towers eclipsed it in 1972.
I'm working on a building, I'm working on a building.
At 102 stories tall, it's home to more than 20,000 employees. I mean, just think about what that means, okay? A city of 20,000 people is no fly-spec one-horse town. It's a city that has literally thousands of buildings in it. And here, you have that same population in just one single building. That means an energy load of 10 million watts and a power bill of $11 million a year, which, believe it or not, is still even more than it cost me to fill up my car. Paul Rode is the project manager in charge of turning this old vertical city into a modern model of green.
It's funny, I look out at the skyline and I see opportunity here.
When new megastructures pop up in developing economies, 21st century technology is built into them from the ground up. But the Empire State Building was built in 1931, when oil wells were popping up faster than a teenager's pimples. All it had to be was big. The building had been due for this massive 5-year-long, $500 million refit anyway. The specific energy-saving additions are only costing about $13 million, and that's expected to pay for itself in just 3 years. The first step is making sure that heating and cooling always comes from the most efficient source, either wind energy credits, or on days where there's high demand on the electrical grid, steam. The next step is lighting. The Empire State Building used to have over 3 million incandescent light bulbs. Now, fluorescents have reduced lighting costs by 75%. And then, of course, there's insulation. In a city that gets as snap-frozen and as meltingly hot as New York, every window is a liability that can hemorrhage heat. And you know how many windows this building has? If you answered lots and lots, you would technically be correct, although a little vague. The correct answer is 6,514, which means that workers have been coming in here to recondition 26,000 panes of glass.
We realized that we could take the existing windows and recondition them on site, literally take them apart and put them back together again with a piece of film inside and charged with a gas mixture of argon krypton to provide better insulation value.
Thanks to the new cutting-edge gas chambers inserted between the window panes, the windows are 4 times better at insulation than the old ones. Ultimately, the retrofit is expected to reduce energy consumption by up to 38%, saving an estimated $4.5 million a year. On Thursday, the final component of the building's retrofit was announced. The building's 68 elevators are being upgraded to be faster and 30% more energy efficient. As they whiz up and down all day, regenerated energy will be captured from their movement and sent back to the building's electric grid. Russell Unger is the executive director of the Urban Green Council at the U.S. Green Building Council in New York.
Well, the extraordinary thing about the Empire State Building is it's the Empire State Building. You know, everyone in the world knows this. So you took energy retrofits from being kind of a geeky niche thing most people couldn't relate to, and all of a sudden you're like, aha, it's the Empire State Building.
So that natural light would come into the building.
For Rode, that's a big part of the plan, using one of the world's most famous structures to promote energy-saving refits everywhere, lowering costs and consumption for entire cities.
We've proven that it's economic, so now the goal is to just take the successes and start multiplying them out in the field, which we're doing.
On the top of the Empire State Building in New York City, Josh Szeps, Energy Now.